Janice, are you there?
At your service, sir.
What you got for me?
Uploading visuals, sir.
Well, then when I was 30 years old, I came to Asia and I saw the difference. I saw like, oh wow, I'm actually like respected here as a man, not like looked down upon for masculinity. That's what it is. Like, it's all this masculinity shaming and masculine toxicity. It's very, America is like extremely anti-masculinity.
Foreign women respect masculinity, but female nature remains female. Tony Huge interview reaction. Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Patreon supporters, salute! We got a message from one of our Patreon supporters, Mr. Gerry. Let's read. Hey mate, just wanted to thank you for the content which I've been enjoying for months now and wanted to support. Keep up the good work. Also, a suggestion. You constantly talk about taking your talent overseas. Maybe it would be worth in the future to discuss your rationale, assumptions, learnings, and some potential destinations for relationships/traditional oriented bros. Cheers, Gerry. Thank you for your message, Mr. Gerry. In this video, we're gonna scratch the surface of some overseas action. Shout out to Irish Times for this interview with Tony Huge that's living an unorthodox lifestyle in Thailand. The full interview is a great watch. He goes into stuff that we're not gonna cover in this video, but a lot of food for thought. I've been to Asia and I have to say Thailand and the Philippines are good countries if you're looking for a foreign wife. I recommend staying away from the big cities. Things are pretty modern in the big cities. So if you're looking for more of a traditional girlfriend, check out the smaller cities and never, I repeat, never bring your wife back home because the power lies in the culture and society. One of the guys here at MHD is in the Philippines, and when I was there, these ladies were really feminine, warm, and easy to get along with. But for me, it's not just about the women. It's about living a comfortable lifestyle. So I suggest you travel to different countries first to see if you could live there, because there's a difference between a vacation and everyday life. Once again, culture and society. Things don't work like the US or Europe. So living abroad is not for everyone. Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we gotta do, because we men ain't we? Shit.
Could be one man, one woman, white picket fence, 2 children. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. But it just didn't. Maybe I chose the wrong women when I was younger. Also, kind of traumatic situations. You know, in Western culture, the woman has so much power and the man has so little power in everything, culturally, legally, socially. So, I always thought I was never going to have a girlfriend that's my equal, really. So I had girlfriends that were really like abused that power and had a lot of really negative experiences all the way up. Well, then when I was 30 years old, I came to Asia and I saw the difference. I saw like, oh wow, I'm actually like respected here as a man, not like looked down upon for masculinity. That's what it is. Like, it's all this masculinity shaming and masculine toxicity. It's very, America is like extremely anti-masculinity. And then Asia and the rest of the world is actually just balanced. It's not pro-masculinity, I don't think, in my opinion. Maybe the Middle East is, but these countries are just, it's just balanced. So I just like the balance.
Pure gold. Balance. Life is about balance. Yin and yang. And that's the beautiful thing about taking your talents overseas. Because if you cannot find the balance you're looking for in Western society, if you are not wanted in your own country, if you're not respected for just being a man, there should be nothing wrong with going somewhere where you are wanted, where you are treated with respect, where you can have peace of mind. Go where you are wanted, guys. Technically speaking, people, women in particular, should not have problems with men that choose to opt out, choose to go their own way, because we are not bothering anyone. Women said that they need a man like a fish needs a bicycle. Women said they are strong and independent. Women see the government as their husband. Women want to be like men, and we say, fine, you go, girl. Fighting you is a lost cause. Don't get it twisted. We do not make these videos for women. We're not trying to convince them to be better. The foolishness. This channel is for men. And the message of this channel is to protect yourself at all times. Listen to all, follow none. Men that are opting out are like ninjas. We operate in the shadows. We're not an organization. We're not marching the streets. We're not protesting. But we do spread the message, which is factual. And that's why they want us to shut the F up. Because if the majority of men are gonna opt out, it will collapse this system. They need men to remain blue pill. They need men to pay for everything. Now Tony's gonna say something really interesting. Check this out.
Now for me, there's a lot of reasons why I went towards polygamy as far as having more than one woman. One is I could never find one woman that was like everything that I wanted. So I was like, do I get a girl that's not everything I wanted, and then I train her, you know, to like the things I like or be good at the things I'm good at or whatever. And then I would have girlfriends that I'd invest a lot of time into them, and it was like too much me trying to change them. I don't want to try to change people. They don't want it for themselves. Most people don't want to, you know, go to the levels that I want to go to in life. So I figured I'd just get a girlfriend for each purpose. Like one girl's really good at being social and going out. Okay, then I have a girlfriend that I go out with, and then I can express that interest with her. Maybe another girl is really good at going to the gym, and so that's the girl I want to go to the gym with. Another girl's like really romantic at home. I mean, like one of the best girlfriends I ever had, who was bisexual, and we'd bring girls home together, and it was like the perfect relationship. Because why would I ever cheat? Like if she's bringing girls home to me, I would never get bored, and I would never cheat. And so I could actually be with her with that. But we actually broke up probably mostly because she didn't want to be romantic. So like I wanted to have quiet romantic time, like that was important to me. So I would still actually in the end have to go with another girl to get that need satisfied. She wasn't willing to compromise on that. So like why should I compromise and not do the things I want to do to be stuck with one woman? Why not just have multiple women? And then it does take time for me to train the women because I'm pretty particular about everything. So why would I date a girl for a short period of time, and then like just as she's learning how to adapt to me, then I dump her and then I start with a new girl, like serial monogamy? That's what a lot of my friends would do. Like most of my friends, it's like 3-month relationships and then it ends, and it's like investing time in someone and learning each other, but then they're gone. So I figured, and this is long ago, back when I was in America, I figured why not develop long-term relationships with multiple women and run them simultaneously at the same time so I get all my needs satisfied, so I don't have to compromise on anything, and so I don't get bored, and I could actually stay with this group of women.
This is interesting because I can relate to what he says. I've said it many times on this channel that most women are boring. He talks about romance. He broke up with his ex-girlfriend because he wanted romance. Women are not romantic. They love romance, but they are not romantic. That's why they need us to be the playmakers. That's why these women get upset when you take your talents overseas. Keyword talent. She needs your talent to entertain her. She needs you to make plays on her. We made this video yesterday. Check this out.
Face shot. Once we got my online dating profile up, she told me that I should do at least, that I should check it every day, and that I should do at least 3 winks every day.
So let's look at Bumble.
I was surprised because I thought, well, should I be reaching out to the guy? Shouldn't he be winking at me? And she's like, no, girl, this is 21st century. This is, we are winking.
We have many videos on this channel exposing women's lack of communication skills, lack of playmaking skills. Modern women cannot dance. That's why they need us to lead. You've heard what Tony said about trading his women. This is where I'm not on the same page with him. Because to me, women are exhausting. I could never have a relationship with multiple women, and Tony is gonna tell us why.
Here's one I've had, like right before I went back to the US 6 months ago, I had 2 girls living with me in a perfect relationship with all 3 of us. And the girls didn't want to play with each other without me, but when I'm there, we'd all play together. So every time we play, we all play together. Oh, if one girl goes out to get groceries, I can be with one girl. It's not like I can only be with them together. And they work together as a team. So like they both massage me at the same time. Or one would massage me while one's making dinner. One's cleaning while one's cooking. One's going out to get groceries while the other one's cooking dinner. You know, they're like really like a team. Really helpful, really amazing. I felt like a king. It was everything I wanted. And then I leave, and then the girls, within 1 week, the girls are fighting with each other over status, like who's in charge. I should have left with like instructions, like you're in charge, but I just don't think it works with women. I think there's a hierarchy thing in their brain. They have to know what their status is. And when I'm there, I can say, this is the hierarchy. And when I'm gone, I can't enforce it. They fight with each other, and I come back, and now they're not friends. Now they don't even want to talk to each other.
Women are agents of chaos. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. Women cannot coexist. I remember in elementary school, sometimes we would get into fights on the playground. But after that fight, we would continue like nothing happened. Matter of fact, we became closer friends after that fight. But with the girls, their fights were never ending. And we would ask them about it. What's the problem with you two? It was ridiculous. And post-war women still have these traits where they make a fuss about nothing. Check this out.
I can definitely see myself being a perfectionist, and that's got to be really hard for some people. I'm so oversensitive about how someone might dress, how their hair is cut, and not just physical stuff. It would be, even living with someone, I'll be like, oh, I'll clean that plate. Oh, I'll take that glass away. I can't just leave stuff.
Women are like children in adult bodies. How can these women not figure it out without a man's leadership? Because they are not built like that. The man was gone for a week. A week! Instant chaos. You see it with these survivor shows, how women cannot coexist, how they cannot cooperate, and how they would have died many times if men didn't save them. Let's take it a step further.
But I do have 2 daughters, and they do wish that I would be a normal family guy for the daughters also. But they also know it's just not possible because the baby mamas that I chose, neither of them can keep up with me in any way. Unfortunately, I at the time I thought, okay, just the first daughter wasn't planned at all. So there was no planning. But then the second daughter, it was I'm going to pick a girl I'm up here, she's down here. And that's okay. People have different statuses and different amount of work they want to put into their life. And I will provide for her. It's cheaper to provide for people here. It's cheaper. It don't cost me much money. I can have a family, a peaceful family. I don't need her to be complicated or think about business. I just need her to be a mom. But the problem is then I can only spend so much time with her before I get bored because there's no intellectual stimulation. And to me, she's lazy. I consider her lazy compared to me because I'm always productive, always active, always learning. And she's just wants to just exist. On a day-to-day basis. She doesn't even think about what tomorrow brings. She doesn't plan for tomorrow. She's just living moment by moment, and that's a different style. So I think my parents understand that I can't really be in a monogamous relationship with either one of these women because I will be so unfulfilled.
I've said it many times on this channel. If I did not want to have a family, I would not have a girlfriend. Women are liabilities to me. I'm one of those guys that loves being by himself. I don't like small talk, and that's why I cannot spend a lot of time with a woman because it's exhausting to me. That's why the relationship that I have with my girlfriend is practical. We have our time together, but I also need time for myself. It was never my thing to have a lot of women, but I agree with Tony that one person could never fulfill all your needs. This goes for men and women. And that's why relationships that are based on romance and love alone don't last. These women that Tony is talking about are taken care of. They are living a lifestyle that they would never have if it wasn't for Tony. He's able to provide this lifestyle because he puts in that work. These women are benefiting from being with Tony. That's why Tony is the prize. This is what modern women don't understand. There's a difference between a trophy and a prize. It's like Floyd Mayweather said, belts collect dust. You see these former NBA players go broke and sell off their championship rings because the ring doesn't generate passive income. Janice, trophy.
Trophy. 1. Used to describe something such as a partner or a possession that is a symbol of someone's success or social position. 2. Something used as a symbol of success from hunting or war.
Do you understand why women wait at the finish line? Not because they are the prize. No, it's because that's where the winners arrive. That's where the prize is. And women know if they attach themselves to a winner, they will be viewed as winners themselves. That's why these women are out when you start losing. One more thing before we go.
Tony, you're a madman. So Tony, I think we need to just say in the interview that like you said, this is the interview about your perspective in life and your experiences. Because I've lived a totally different life to you. I mean, I'm a married man. Mm-hmm. One thing I told you, I was here for 11 years. I'm not a big drinker, but I never really got involved in the whole bar scene or nightlife scene. I was in the gym. I like to go exercise in the gym. Never being too focused on trying to get big, or I always try to stay healthy. And I always thought Pattaya was a bit crazy. I always stayed away from it. It was just different experience. I think I want to just say it for the video that we all have different experiences.
Yeah, you don't want to make it look like all of guys in Thailand came here to live this lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is your lifestyle and your choices, and that's why we're doing this interview. But I just want to make it clear for the camera that everyone has different. Everyone's different. And the path that I went is just different from you. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. Yeah. I'm not saying I'm right. It's just I want to say it for the camera that that's just the way it is.
Exactly. What works for me doesn't have to work for you. That's why I want you to listen to all, but follow none. Manosphere, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.